good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're tuning in. Come on in. Let's have this quick conversation about how to kick cravings. I've been seeing a lot of it. A lot of my clients struggle with it. So I wanted to come on and have this conversation with you so you don't have to continue to struggle with it too. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with me, I am nutritionist Dani Taylor, and I work with women to help them eliminate overeating, feel good in their body, and finally consistently eat healthier without sacrificing their happiness or good food. And one of the ways that I help women to be able to consistently live a healthier life without sacrificing their happiness is by helping them understand how their body works and understand what they are doing that is contributing to some of the things that they actually don't want to experience, i.e., like cravings. Okay. So I want to talk to you about a little bit about some of those things that you could be doing as well that is keeping you in those craving cycles, keeping you feeling like this is never ending and you're always going to live like this. You absolutely don't have to. Okay. So if you feel like you have been going through craving cycles, you're always feeling like you're fighting a craving or giving into a craving and not feeling like how you're going to deal with that on the back end, right? You're not quite clear on how to stop this cycle. I want you to go ahead and share this video because I'm about to get into it and break it down for you. I just want you to share with somebody else. All right. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation is because I was talking to one of my clients yesterday about some of the cravings that she goes through, and she was really really down and out about it. She was like, I'm super frustrated. I don't quite understand why this thing keeps happening. And it was super easy for me to notice. If you haven't been around me for a while, I'm always looking for patterns. If there's something that has gone on with my clients, if it's going on with me, it's likely going to happen with more clients down the line. So I pay attention to those patterns so that I can help people to be able to easily get out of those cycles and away from those obstacles. Okay. So one of the patterns that I noticed with her is that she would give in every now and then, like, okay, I can't have. And then that one time that she gives in, she always ends up overdoing it. So she'll say, I can't have powdered donuts. I can't have it. I can't have it. Okay, I can just have one. Like, one is not going to kill me. And she's right. One powdered donut is not going to kill her. However, that mindset of I'm restricting, and then I allow it one time, and then your body's response to that is also something that is keeping you inside of, well, it was something that was keeping her inside of these cycles where she always felt like she had to fight her cravings. And anytime that she gave in, she would always find herself overdoing it. I don't want you to be in those cycles, but I want you to comment an orange heart below if that sounds like something that you've done. You've told yourself, I'm not going to have this. And then you found yourself constantly thinking about that thing until you say, okay, I can have just one. And then you find yourself overdoing it. If that has ever been you, I want you to drop an orange heart in the comments. It's not only you, okay? It has been me. It has been most of my clients. Again, those patterns, all right? It's been a lot of us, and I'm glad that I have noticed this in some people so I can be able to help you easily get away from those things. Okay. So I'm about to share with you 3 ways for you to be able to kick cravings and stay away from cravings so that you can consistently eat healthier without sacrificing your happiness and good food. Okay. I hope you're ready. All right. So, step number 1 is to eat nutrient dense meals. This is extremely important on so many different levels. A lot of people are like, well, duh, obviously, if I'm trying to eat healthier, that would be something that I do, right? However, a lot of people don't eat as nutrient dense as they think that they might. Even some of us who are intentionally changing our way of eating, we don't eat as nutrient dense as we would like to think. And we allow ourselves to get into a space of being hungry, one, for key nutrients, or just being hungry in general. And when you get to that space, your body wants to be satisfied, and it also wants to have energy. Sometimes, if you are somebody who kind of works through your lunch or something like that, and you put yourself into weird eating cycles, your body doesn't even know if you're in a space of starvation. So when you finally do have a thing, right, on the back end of that, I can't have, and then you do, when you finally do have a thing, your body overdoes it and helps you to overdo it because it's like, I don't know when we're going to get this again. I don't know when she's going to feed us consistently. I don't know if we're ever going to have this high again. Yes, some people do get highs from eating certain processed foods. There are hormones released in your body to help that. So if you are continuing to be in these cycles of I'm going to eat all of this processed junk, then you're keeping yourself in these spaces of craving cycles. Okay. So the back side of that, if you want to get rid of that, is make sure that you're eating nutrient dense meals. Make sure your meals are whole foods. Make sure you're getting a lot of nutrients in there because lack of can put you in a space of craving and you don't want to be there. Okay. Now, also by eating nutrient dense foods, you are helping your palate to be retrained for you to crave and want and desire some of those more subtle flavors, which are those whole foods, those things of the earth, right? Highly processed foods definitely do something different to your taste buds. So, when you are transitioning to a healthier way of eating, sometimes there is a little bit of space in there where you feel like those meals may be bland, or, just that's just because you have been eating highly processed food for so long and your palate has adapted to that. Okay. So if you allow yourself to retrain your palate to have some of those more, or to want some of those more natural and nutrient dense foods, then you'll want more of those overall, i.e., cravings, right? So you'll stop having cravings for that highly processed stuff and you'll actually want to have some of the stuff that is going to help you hit your body goals. Okay. Now, number two is get enough sleep. Team no sleep, this is for all of y'all, okay? Because a lot of you are like, team no sleep, but I can't figure out why I keep overeating, right? Your hormones and your lack of sleep, that is the reason why you are overeating. That's the reason why you can't control your food. That is, control your food choices. So you go into it saying, oh, I'm committed, I'm going to eat this salad. And then you're like, F it, I done had a burger and some fries, and that's just going to have to do for today, right? Your lack of sleep is helping you to be in those spaces of making hard decisions. If you want to be in a space that actually supports you eating healthier consistently, then you want to support your hormones and helping you make those decisions. And the way for you to do that is for you to get proper sleep. So all of this, I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning. Who's up with me? Nobody, says. We care about ourselves. We are not trying to be up here jacking up our hormones just for the sake of saying, I'm up in the middle of the night and everybody else is asleep. Nobody's doing that anymore. Okay. We're caring about our health. We're going to bed. We're getting some rest and we're taking care of our hormones and helping our hormones take care of us. All right. Okay. So, number three, the third way for you to help you kick cravings and not have to fight them is for you to properly manage your stress. Okay. A lot of us, and I say this, so hear me clear. If there is such thing as good stress and bad stress, okay? Now, I say emotional eating is demonized way more than it should be because it's your life, okay? Your happiness and your health is a whole encompass of your life. It is not just what you can eat to help your physical body. It is also catering to your emotional body, right? So if you decide that you want to go and have some cake for someone's birthday or something like that, because that's what we've traditionally been taught, right? Or we celebrate around holidays and things like that, and every now and then we have some sweets. So if you decide that you want to have those things, okay, cool, perfect, you've made those decisions. Hopefully you're confident in those decisions. If not, stay tuned, I'm gonna help you with that too. But hopefully you are confident in those decisions so that you can confidently and comfortably, have that cake or ice cream or whatever and move forward without overdoing it. Now, the reason why a lot of us tend to overdo it when it comes to emotional eating is because we are using food to try to cope with whatever that emotional situation is. And I can't remember who said this quote, but the quote goes something to the effect: if hunger is not the problem, then eating is not the solution. A lot of us will try to snack our way, away from whatever the issue is when that doesn't help us at all. Because on the back end of that, you've eaten calories that you didn't need, and then you still have that issue that you need to address. So properly managing your stress can also support you in kicking cravings because you're not taking in a whole lot of junk unnecessarily. Because, let's be real, if you're feeding your cravings, you're not sitting there eating celery, right? It's not typical. So if you are continuously putting those processed things into your body and those more sugars and things like that, that is actually feeding those cravings and keeping you in that space, we want to get you away from that. Okay, love. So the flip side of that is properly manage your stress. Get therapy if you need to. There's nothing wrong with it. Get counseling, have a friend. Just find a way for you to be able to make that situation better that doesn't involve food, unless food is a part of the stress. Okay. So these were some quick tips I wanted to share with you to help you kick cravings. If you know that you have been struggling to really understand what nutrient dense eating is, you don't know if what you're eating is actually sending you away from cravings or pushing you more towards it, right? You don't quite understand that, but you want to. I recommend and highly, highly recommend and invite you to come in to book a food freedom consultation with me so we can sit down and have a conversation about your specific goals and your next action steps that are going to help you get to creating those goals. Okay. So, again, if you know that you've been struggling with nutrient dense eating, you don't know what that is, you don't quite understand if you are feeding your stress with food or if you're handling that properly, I can support you with that. So, if we sit down in a food freedom consultation, talk about that, we can talk about what your specific next steps are to help you create your consistently healthier eating path that doesn't sacrifice your happiness or good food too. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. You can click the link above or below this video for you to go ahead and book your food freedom consultation with me. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon.